So here we have a little range of pencils. It's only 6. It comes in a case like this. I chose this because the heavier, darker, more contrasty pencils are my favorite. We're seeing here in the H, it has a very fine line and is very controlled. Have a light but tight touch to it, not dusty at all. That means that it's a harder pencil and that the amount of graphite to clay is less versus the 8B. This is a great gateway pencil to charcoal. You'll also notice a hand feel in the way that when you're moving it around the page, it's a lot more gritty. The Bs have a very soft lead, which means they have more clay to graphite. This is a very cool basic exercise that you can do when you get your fresh new set of pencils and you just want to play around. Here I drew little bunnies. We're not going to get too detailed with the fur and all that kind of stuff. This is just a straight up pencil exercise in learning how to line up all your values from like darkest to lightest, and the little hands connecting all of them are going to be the combo of these guys. Sometimes the colors are so infinitesimally off from what the original one is, you almost can't see it with the naked eye. I would totally recommend picking your favorite shape instead of a box. If you're more comfortable doing it in a box and you want to be strict and that's how you go, man, feel free. Just don't limit yourself to the confines of a box if you don't feel that that's going to be it for you.
So when you're taking this little assignment on, it's very important for you to remind yourself that you're beginning and that this is a small step towards a really large journey you're taking yourself on. What I wanted to mention really was to try not to think about what's going to happen tomorrow or the next week, or trying to chart your progress and make it go faster in some way. You're only going to stress yourself out, and your results will come with time. There's no forcing or fast tracking the development of a craft. It takes years and years and years of dedicated practice. Also, another thing I need to mention is that I did this assignment very quickly so you could see it in action and so you could see it unfold. However, I do encourage you to take your time to enjoy the process of, quote, coloring in the shapes, whichever shapes you've chosen. I myself find shading or just making strokes with the pencil very, very calming and fun as part of the enjoyment of pencil so much for myself. So I would just say to take more time to create a more even tone than I'm creating, which would be even better. Because if you don't take that time, then a bad habit can form for some beginners, and it can be what is sort of evident in the video right now. A lot of the times I'm going over things, and it can have a sort of floppy, overlapping look, which can get you into greater trouble down the road as you go into more advanced techniques and observing the human form and stuff, because then you're going to have all this backlog of shading in a certain way, which you're going to have to change your brain depending on what kind of objects you're actually working on shading. So if you just take your time a little bit more than I did, it will benefit you.